And when your eyes are on this child, your grace abounds to me. Welcome back to Learn Guitar with Derek. My name is Derek, and it is good to just run through another song with you. Today we are talking about "Oh Lord, You're Beautiful," just a wonderful worship song that the late Keith Green gave us and is still being sung today. I think that's the measure of maybe someone's songwriting impact on the church. If a song that was written 20, 30 years ago, especially in terms of modern worship, is still being sung and we're still hearing it. And just a quick search on YouTube of "Oh Lord, You're Beautiful," you'll find many versions of it and probably many of your favorite Christian artists that have covered this song, perhaps in a live setting or on an album of some sort. As I look at this song, there's a version that takes me back to the early days of Bethel worship and Brian Johnson. He actually had it on an album, Love Came Down. It was a live worship album. I don't know how much of it was truly live and tracked in the moment. This song, as you listen to it on that album, feels like it was very live and in the moment, maybe sort of almost spontaneous in some ways. But just a very pretty song, the way they did it. And so using some of that as a reference for today as we look at the song. We're in the key of C. So all open kind of chord shapes in the first position there. No capo today, just all in that key. And just kind of an intermediate level of song just because of some of the chords and just some of the changes that we're doing. Not necessarily a super hard song to learn, and it's a slower, easier tempo to kind of fall into, but it's one that you can just take and add to other songs as you're thinking about a worship set, songs that you can kind of tag up or mash up with a rendition of "Oh Lord, You're Beautiful." It works on the end of a lot of things. It's kind of a cool one to go into. But let's take a look at our verses and then we'll go into our chorus. So in the verse of "Oh Lord, You're Beautiful," there's kind of two verses and then sort of a chorus. Just kind of that "Oh Lord, You're Beautiful" part. We think of that maybe as the main part of the song. Certain people, you can debate whether it's a verse or a refrain or what it is, but it's kind of the main part of the song that is also sort of a verse for it. But we've got a few different chords as we go through the key of C. We have a C in kind of just our open position there, and as you'll see these on the screen there, I'm looking at my chart just to kind of make sure. We also have an F, and there's some variations of these. You could do an F or an F2. Sort of a cheat F if that's easier for you, and that does sound good with this song. And then a C over E, which just means we're wanting to ring out all 6 strings, and we're going to want to get that low E string as part of our chord. Then a G, which I typically go back to that G2 shape, all 4 fingers on the fretboard. You could play more of a kind of a traditional G there. I just add that high D there. And then we have an A minor in this song. We have an E, which is very pretty in the song. It's kind of a borrowed chord. Normally wouldn't have an E major in the key of C, but it's there. And then we also have a D minor 7 that we have in the verse. So taking all of those together, kind of our strumming pattern that we're going to use, and you can vary this. It doesn't have to be an exact science, but what I kind of find works is sort of a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. A 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and so, oh Lord, you're beautiful. So taking that back, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Kind of an accented down strum on beat 1, and then the down, up, down, up, down, up on the rest of the measure. So taking that through the verse, oh Lord, you're beautiful. Your face is all I see. Is it A minor? Your eyes are on this child. Your grace abounds to me. Going on to verse 2, please light the fire. Oh Lord, please light the fire that once burned bright and clear. Replace the land of my first love that burns with holy fear. So that can take you through the verse. You can kind of repeat some of that, and then it goes to this chorus, which kind of changes it up a little bit. And in terms of some of the chords that we go through, there's kind of some quicker changes as we get into the chorus, just to keep in mind. But that strumming pattern should still work, of just the down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. We are in a 4/4 time signature, so we have 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. And you can lay off, you can do less if you want to. If you listen to the version that I mentioned by Bethel, it's kind of almost like finger picking, and there's less strumming. But this, ideally for something that you maybe would lead, just to carry the song with an acoustic guitar, it should work out. Let's take a look at that chorus. As I look at the chorus, I kind of like to bring it back to just making sure I'm getting through all the chords before I worry about how much strumming and rhythm I'm adding to this. And again, as I've said in other videos, sometimes less is more with how much we put into the song. So looking at the first line, I want to take your word and shine it all around. There's about 6 chords that we're going through over those words. So I want to take your word and shine it all around. We're back to a C, then we go to an F, but first help me just to live it, Lord. We can just go to a G there, an F to a G. And when I'm doing well, help me to never seek a crown. That just mirrors what we did on the first line. So those chords F, C over E, D minor, 7, C, G, and C. There's kind of some little walk downs in there, so we're trying to hit all of that. And then the last line, for my reward is giving glory to you. So putting that all together, we kind of still can keep that strumming pattern, but sometimes on those chord changes, we maybe aren't doing so many of the up strums. We're just trying to get down strums onto each of the chords that we're changing to. You can listen through this as I play through it, and just kind of shape it to how it would work for you in what you're trying to do with the song. I want to take your word and shine it all around, but first help me just to live it, Lord. And when I'm doing well, help me to never seek a crown, for my reward is giving glory to you. So you can modify, like I said, that strumming pattern a little bit, especially in the chorus, because the way the chords come is different than in the verses. And you almost kind of have to either take out some chords just to make your transitions easier, or if you're going to hit all of them, just be aware that you don't have to do as much strumming. You just kind of want to hit each one of those, because there is kind of a cool little walk down pattern in some of those, which adds to our melody and just kind of reinforces what we're singing there. You're definitely going to want to come back to the "Oh Lord, You're Beautiful." That's kind of the part that everybody knows and everybody can kind of lock in to. Sometimes you may just want to sing that part alone and leave the rest of the song just for maybe another time when you do have more time to do the song. But there's a lot of options there. Your strumming is one thing to just kind of vary in order to just kind of feel out the song and what needs to be done to build or soften the song. Well, thank you so much for taking a look at this video, and hopefully this has been helpful for you as you look at "Oh Lord, You're Beautiful." Just kind of my take on it, just looking at a version that's out there and kind of adapting it to how I may lead it in a certain scenario, situation. This is a great song to just have in your back pocket as something you can just lead people in, especially in those spontaneous moments of worship where there's just some space just to go into. And a lot of people know the song. It's well loved across the world. It's one of those that has just great staying power, and I think it will continue to be one of those songs that we can sing for many years to come. Have a great day. God bless. Ooh.